Well, the sun has started shining here today, Michael, and a little bit more after the win of Sunny Times as well there for Matt Hall and KALGOORLIE Duran. Now, perfect record here at Kalgoorlie.
Yes, 2 from 2 and one with a bit of authority as well. Always a bonus when you can stay like that, isn't it? It already had the run over the staying trip, this preparation, and outside leader. Wasn't much speed in the race, but always travelled well, and could be a nice day because they have precast in today as well, and I think that horse is an each way chance.
Absolutely. Our attention now shifts to the first leg of the quaddie. We'll get your quaddie numbers at some stage as well too, Michael, because I think there could be a little bit of value in today's quaddie for sure.
Yeah.
But it is the KAMBALDA Football Club handicap over the 1760, the Class 2. We'll touch on the quaddie now. I know you're very excited there, Michael. How do we see things playing out in the first leg?
Well, I was going to say that I think you can probably thin out maybe 2 legs, but then go for a result in both the last leg and the first leg. I think this first leg is really, really open. I'm tipping El Sueno each way. I think the horse is going really well and probably leads this race. Actually ran second to Sunny Times 2 starts ago, so that form looks a little bit better now. But I think both the next race, I've only got 2 or 3 chances I've narrowed it down to on just terms. It was one of my best bets of the day, and I'm particularly keen on close at hand in the KAMBALDA Cup, but you could take a platinum shot as a little bit of insurance there, and maybe a feuding whilst back in distance is brilliantly weighted. But I think this first leg and the last leg is where we can hopefully put in a little bit of value. Even a horse like High Precision will go around 30 to 1 here. I actually think the horse is going really well from Brock Lewthwaite's yard, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her stepping up to the 1760 metres, because it's just been way too short for her the last couple of starts, but I think she's going pretty good.
And as we mentioned, he's had a winner already on today's program. He has been a little bit luckless not being able to get the wins on the board, but plenty of places about.
Yeah, there certainly has, and he's been pipped on the post a few times lately, but first and a third earlier today. Ava Caterina was actually supposed to ride High Precision. Have we got an updated ride-up for that horse?
Without getting my phone out on camera right now, we'll be able to let you know once the riders come out, so we don't look a little bit unprofessional there, but we will be able to get a report, and we will get a report and update as well with Ava as well. But I do believe Natika Riordan is aboard High Precision as well in the next tier. So runners are making their way into the yard. So we'll commence our preview now with the one in Absolute Plum, Peter Fernie. Joseph has a party.
Second up here today, backs up off 7 days as well, was over 1,400 metres first up, but appeared to need that run, was just even to the line, ground away, ran 5th beaten 2.5 lengths, off the quick spin here though, and stepped straight to 1760 metres. You think that this horse probably needs that ground as well, because he does look more of a one-pace type.
The 2 is the favourite, Gone Drinking. KALGOORLIE Duran chasing a race-to-race double. Ashley Maley trains.
Well, he's up 6 kilos from his last start, but he's actually really well placed because that was a 64 plus he raced in. He's now dropping back to a Class 2 48 plus, so this is a mammoth dropping class. He won this track, distance and grade 4 starts ago. 2 starts ago, he finished off really well as well. He ran all the fastest closing sectionals when running second to Decoration in that 64 plus last start. He's finished in the top 2 at both starts. He's been here at Kalgoorlie, so I think he's quite hard to beat here. I've got him in for second.
The 3 is American Thighs, Peter Fernie. Holly Knotted.
Not too sure what to do with this mare. I noted that she went around or opened up favourite for this race, or was at least backed into favouritism. She is off 7 days, which I like, and was a good effort 2 and 3 starts ago. She was held up 2 starts ago. She was off the track 3 starts ago and finishing 3rd, but I thought she had every chance the other day, and she now steps from 1,400 to 1760 metres. This is the first time she's ever raced past the 7 furlongs. Drops a couple of kilos, but I'm just not convinced, so I'm actually taking her on today.
Is drifting in the market as suggested there too, Michael. $4.20 now to $8. The stablemate is the 4, Reliable Image, with Lactaramoli aboard.
Well, she's pretty lightly raced. She's a newly turned 5-year-old, only the 9 starts to date. She's finishing the money at 5 of them, and last start she was held up at Kalgoorlie, but I thought she was quite plain late. She's actually 28 days between runs now, and there's a lot of gear changes, so perhaps there was an issue behind the scenes that Pete's corrected, because the near side blinker comes off. Going on, the near side bubble cheeker, the compression hood with earmuffs, and also the lugging bit. So he's really trying to straighten this mare up, because she does profile as a horse who should be a nice Kalgoorlie type. I'll include her on spec.
Plenty of gear changes there for sure. The 5 is El Sueno, 7-day backup, and steps up to the 1760 today off the back of a 1,400 last start. Brett Jury, Alex Hearn.
Well, he's nothing but consistent. He's only won the once from 28 starts, but he's placed his last 4 starts. 2 starts ago, he was no match for Sunny Times. He ran second, but we saw Sunny Times win again earlier, about half an hour ago, so that form's been franked. And then last time out was a pretty good run. Found the front and fought on gamely, but just was gunned down late by Brillante to finish only ahead second. I thought 1400 to 1760 initially might be a little bit of a query, but last year he actually ran second this track distance in a much higher graded 64 plus. So that's given me a bit of confidence here. This is only a class 2 48 plus, as I've prefaced. If he can find the front, I think he's a really nice each way play.
The 6 is Nadal. 4th start this preparation. Helen Harding, Zephyr Johnston Porter.
Was a good run at 100 to 1 last start. It surprised me. Really got going late and ran the fastest last 6, 4 and 200 metre sectionals of that race, and was also dropping back in trip where she probably wants further. She's now back up to 1760 metres. This is a much more suitable distance for her. She wouldn't surprise to see her finish in the money.
The 7 is Style Diva. Peter Fernie, Jefferson Sang.
Geez, she's had no luck, this horse. She's been really, really unlucky. I've actually left her out of my 4 because I'm really playing predominantly on speed horses today, but it's by the same token, this is an open race, as I'll preface there, with the quaddie that we talked about moments ago, and I think the Style Diva is a must for the quaddie because she has been absolutely luckless. 2 starts ago she was blocked the entire. Last start she was blocked the entire. She drops from a 64 plus back to a class 2 48 plus and carries the exact same weight because of the claim of Jefferson Sang. So she's really well placed here. She just needs to be kept out of trouble, and she just needs a race shape to suit.
The 8 is Sabino, Brock Lewthwaite and Chris Nicol.
This is another horse I want to include in the quaddie, and I'm actually putting him in my top 4 at double figures. He hasn't won in nearly 1,000 days, but he is backing up off 7 days here, and I thought it was a really good effort last time out. He made good late ground. 2 starts ago, he was 3 and 4 wide, no cover the trip. You can certainly forgive him for that. But if you go back 5 runs ago, he actually ran second to Gone Drinking. Same track, same grade, same distance. Gone Drinking goes around favourite here. Sabino was only beaten a neck by him that day and meets him 2 kilos better and has drawn a gate today. So I actually think he's probably over the odds.
The 9 is Pray for Lucy, Helen Harding, Troy Turner.
This horse is third up from a freshen up. 2 starts ago was wide throughout, but it stuck on pretty well to run third. Last start, never really got into it, was slow out, got a long way back, but did hit the line pretty well. Second fastest closing sectionals and looks suited back up to the 1760.
And the 10 is High Precision, Brock Lewthwaite and Natika Riordan.
This is my Maddie of the day for the quaddie. 2 starts ago, ran the fastest closing sectionals of the meeting over a highly unsuitable 1100 metres. Last start, I thought she was actually travelling pretty well, and she was chopped out at the 200 metre mark. This is an 8-year-old mare that hasn't won in 1,500 days, so she deservedly goes around 30 to 1. She's only won once from 36 starts, but I'm convinced that she's going a lot better than reads on paper. So if you're having a quaddie, chuck in this mare at 30 to 1.
Now, there's only just over 2 minutes remaining until start time, but I did want to quickly sneak a word in with Brett Jury. He saddles up El Sueno here. Brett, Alex Hearn aboard up to the 1760. How are the confidence levels?
Yeah, look, you're never confident with a battler like this. You know, he's no world beater, but he's probably in career best form, and he's racing really well. His barrier manners have improved, and yeah, he'll be there somewhere.
Has been ultra consistent and, as mentioned, probably a little bit luckless in recent starts. On the second 7-day backup, what's the last 7 days look like?
Yeah, look, he's got the constitution of a house brick. He never leaves a note, so the 7-day backup doesn't worry me too much. We didn't do too much with him. We give him a little bit of 3/4 on Thursday, but that's about it.
850 an each way quote?
Oh yeah, look, he's on his last 4 starts. Yeah, he'll be there somewhere.
Fingers crossed, best of luck.
Cheers, thank you.
There's Brett Jury, and Michael, I'll get your 4 as we don't have a whole lot of time left here.
Yeah, I'll tip him El Sueno. I think he finds the front here, and whilst he's stepping up 360 metres, he ran second this track distance in a much higher graded 64 plus last year. I think he's a nice each way play. El Sueno for me, 5, 2, 4 and 8 from Gone Drinking. Really good run last start. Massive drop in class here. 4 reliable image. A lot of gear changes. She does profile like a horse who should make a nice Kalgoorlie type. And 8 Sabino, well weighted when you consider he was only beaten a neck by Gone Drinking 5 starts back and meets him 2 kilos better and was a really good run last start. 5, 2, 4 and 8 in an open race.
5, 2, 4 and 8 here for Michael. 5 on top in El Sueno. 850 and drifting is 250 the place there. Very open market here in the first leg of the quaddie. So hopefully some value for all the quaddie punters out there. Gone Drinking, our favourite at $4.20. We'll hand you upstairs now to Royce to call us home.
Thanks, Tess. Yes, runners coming along here for race number 4. This is the first leg of today's main quaddie, and it is the KAMBALDA Football Club Handicap. We're going over the 1760. Your favourite is Gone Drinkin' at $4.20. Ahead of Style Diva, who's been spec'd today, $5.50. Next best is El Sueno at $8, and a host of runners around the $9 mark. American Thighs, Reliable Image, and Pray for Lucy. So a handful of runners to come forward. Sabino about to join the line. Absolute Plum still out of line, and the barrier blanket has gone on El Sueno, who will be one of the last to come forward. Good win by Sunny Times in the previous. Keshaw Duran getting the job done for trainer Mac Hall. Now El Sueno, he's placed at his past 4 runs. He deserves a win, this horse. El Sueno is an $8 chance. Gone Drinkin' steady around the $4 mark, so pretty wide open affair here, race number 4. So Absolute Plum to come forward. We've got 4 in the Andrew Ingles Gold Black Star Silks. Style Diva with the lilac cap. Reliable Image with the white cap. The black cap for American Thighs, and the normal yellow cap for Absolute Plum, who goes forward now if you've backed one of those horses. Stand by, we're set at the 1760. The KAMBALDA Footy Club Handicap. Gates fly back, they're off. Racing now, Nadal jumped out well. Pushing forward, Reliable Image likewise out wide. Pray for Lucy wants to be on speed, and Sabino trying to cross early on as well. There goes El Sueno around the outside to improve its position. So as they settle into stride, it's Pray for Lucy who shows the way by a half a length. El Sueno. Nadal third. Then we had Sabino next, Reliable Image, American Thighs around the outside. And then we had, in the second half of the field, we've got Gone Drinkin' together with High Precision, well back then to Absolute Plum, and it's Style Diva at the tail. So Pray for Lucy takes them into the back straight, shows out just over a length on El Sueno. A further 2 then. On the outside we had American Thighs, being followed by Nadal, Sabino in that line of runners as well. A further 2.5 then to High Precision with Gone Drinkin' midfield. Reliable Image in the second half of the field. Likewise with the top weight Absolute Plum, and we've got Style Diva at the tail. 800 metres to run as they go onto the Charles Street side of the course, and it's Pray for Lucy for Troy Turner, showing the way by a half a length. El Sueno. Then we had down on the inside Nadal, Sabino. Further back then to American Thighs, and then Gone Drinkin', who's starting to get into his work. Further back then to High Precision. Down on the inside, Reliable Image together with also Absolute Plum, and Style Diva at the tail, 3 wide. So it's Pray for Lucy on the point of the turn who shows the way. El Sueno the outside starting to lengthen stride. Nadal sticking to the fence. They were followed next of all by Sabino. Gone Drinkin' down the outside together with High Precision. Inside the final 250, it's Pray for Lucy with Nadal. Look at High Precision sprouting wings down the outside. It's High Precision over the top from Nadal. Pray for Lucy, then Gone Drinkin', but it's all High Precision, and this is going to give Brock Lewthwaite a double. High Precision wins. Nadal second. Style Diva got home well for third, just ahead of Gone Drinkin'. Then Pray for Lucy. They gap the rest. A big break then. We've got Sabino together with also just at the head of the others, Absolute Plum. El Sueno, not much on offer today. American Thighs and Reliable Image was one of the last. Number 10, High Precision. High Precision has taken out race number 4 for replacement rider Natika Riordan. Of course, earlier on, Ava Caterino having a fall in the first, and has gone off for scans. And Natika Riordan getting the pickup ride here, and really relishing the conditions. $23.90 and $6.10 the place. High Precision will return. And High Precision, too good. Trained by Brock Lewthwaite, ridden by Natika Riordan, by Star Witness from Izzy, owned by Brock himself. And gets win number 2 today at start 37. Bit of a non-winner this horse, but today has gobbled them up with ease down the outside. 6 gets second. That's Nadal for Helen Harding and Zephyr Johnston Porter.
Thanks there, Royce. Catching up with Brock now, as I'm sure you're on strapping duties. Brock, a double. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always been a good hunting ground, Kalgoorlie, and high precision. She's booked her super easy.
And you own her completely outright, which is fantastic. 1,500 days since last win. You must be over the moon.
Over the moon, yeah, tickle pink.
What were the expectations going into today?
She got smashed last start. Never got a chance, so we knew with the improvement of the backup, she'd be fine.
She's a pretty nice customer there. I'll let you go. We'll catch up with you a little bit later, Brock. But a fantastic result there for Brock. Bondi Sun, now high precision, and really nice pickup ride for Natika.
Yeah, I'm sure she didn't know much about this mare, but a really nice pickup ride for Natika, who... I think she's been going a lot better than what reads on paper, this horse. 2 starts to go, 1,100 metres was way too short for her. Last start, as Brock mentioned there, she was chopped out at a crucial stage in the straight, but she's been hitting the line brilliantly. So it's a nice ride for Natika here from back in the field. Only 52 kilos on her back. Natika, I'm sure you didn't have much time to prepare for this ride. Talk us through your run that you had in transit.
Yeah, she ran a really good race. She was a bit wide early on, so yeah, really tough race, and then come around the corner and she just flew home.
Yeah, looks like the speed was genuine enough to bring you into calculations as well.
Yeah, the speed was good, and then yeah, as soon as I said go, she just flew.
52 kilos, how does that go for you?
Yeah, not too bad. I had another ride at 52, so it was sweet.
Well done on the win.
Thank you.
There's Natika Riordan combining with Brock Lewthwaite and high precision. A nice pickup ride there for Natika. Takes out the first leg of the quaddie, the KAMBALDA Football Club handicap over the 1760, 10, 6, 7 and 2 with the numbers here.